Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the South Alabama Jaguars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Coach Jones told me pregame. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready. 14. Ready, go. Go.
Running inside. It's Murray. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Little. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Out wide left, it's Stevens. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Murray. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Run in the red zone, it's Murray. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Makes a catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
What a a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 16, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So South Alabama's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the sophomore running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Offense in a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. He takes it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Malone. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them, but there's a really nice job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defeated.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. A third down try for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Stevens. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 16, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Straight ahead, it's Malone. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Second down coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a man, it's Jacobs. Out wide right, it's Marion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can hold on in the face of the contact. Guys, for just a second, let's think about South Alabama. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Took a shot as he threw.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Making his first move. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run.
He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The give on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the 1st quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Looking for the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Making the adjustment on the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. break, they'll go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Jacobs. On target. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Still looking to his right. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Malone. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. QB got it himself. There he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. It's Little.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Little. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. 129. Ready, go.
On the run, it's Murray. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
22. Ready, go.
The run inside. It's Malone. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
14. Go, go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Little. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh set of downs going up top. But a little time, lets it go. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 2nd and long here. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Barrett. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Hits inside. It's Malone. Got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Moving the pocket, it's Jacobs. Was in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Taking a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's LSU coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. Got blown out in and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that.
Lot of room to the right. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Eli Holstein to throw. Quickly complete. He's loose. Touchdown, Jaguars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Arkansas State sideline, one of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver, who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the start today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing that he is a go-to guy right now, and the quarterback is leaning on him. He's been productive and electric so far in this game. I expect they will continue to get him some downfield targets. Guys?
Okay, Holly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick give. It's Murray. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Follows his blocks. It's Murray. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Red Wolves can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Red Wolves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Handoff to the single back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The play fake. Finds his man. It's Little. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside. It's Hatchett. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On the ground, it's Hatchett. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the deep.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it. The 7-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard.
Here we go. Ready? 129, jet. Ready, go.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Straight ahead, it's Hatchett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 16, set to advance on the football.
Here's Holstein to throw. Right side, it's Mathis. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Malone. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Out wide right, it's Mathis. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Got the quick pass.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Holstein. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. There he goes. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
Arkansas State, 56. South Alabama, 12.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throwing, Holstein. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Long way to go on second down. Sets his feet. It's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Malone. Enough to move the chains. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
2nd and long here. Eli Holstein to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Jaguars are in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working that wide receiver screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds a crease, it's Malone. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That keeps the score. Arkansas State, 56. South Alabama, 12.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Floats it out in space. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Holstein to throw. The short hands, it's Mathis. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Looking for a huge play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Again, Holstein. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier.
Lots of running room, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Holstein lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, South Alabama. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to take it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. They'll ride him again. Across the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Jaguars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Holstein. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. No huddle here for the offense. Plows his way ahead, fighting off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Jaguars are threatening on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Pushes ahead. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
25.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team following on the football.
Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the single back. Here's a little room there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're real. Frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it himself. The pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right side, it's Prescott. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.